What's an unspoken rule on a first date? Both should know it is a date. This happened with my partner and I. I assumed it was a date. Hiking together in a secluded national park trail. Talking for hours in the car when it started bucketing down with rain. He just thought he was making a new friend. 3 dates in of similar activities, and I thought he was just super respectful and shy. Finally got drunk one night and sent him a photo of my ass. He didn't quite know where to put his face, he was so surprised. A few months into dating properly, and he reveals he had no idea we were going on dates. Had a crush on me but just thought I was a cool person and liked hanging out with me. Had no idea I was into them. 5 years together this October. Made this mistake the other day. Apparently the other guy didn't realize it was a date until I went to give him a kiss. He thought we were just going to go watch a movie as friends despite us meeting on a dating app. Level 100 Obliviousness. Don't order any extras plates to eat at home with your mom when the other is paying. My husband said that years before he met me, he went on a lunch date with a girl. She wanted to go to Olive Garden, so he obliged. This girl had 4 bowls of the endless soup or whatever they call it, and then orders her entree to go because that's how you get M. There was no second date. Your phone is not part of the date. But then how am I supposed to show pictures of my ex? Have a shower beforehand. And take it easy with the perfume cologne. Your date shouldn't smell you before they see you. Your cologne should be an invitation, not an announcement. Leave the coin collection at home, wow her with that on the second date. Right. First date should be all about the anime and hentai collection. Don't drink too much. Had a date like this. Within the first 90 minutes they had taken like 3 shots, and were on their 3rd drink. I understand wanting to calm your nerves, but damn. The whole, you need to play catch up LOL, isn't as cute as you think it is. We did not go on any other dates. Seriously. I'm all for taking a single shot just to calm my nerves, but how the hell are you supposed to get to know someone when you're too drunk to remember the encounter? Recently had a very bad first date where this guy started dinner with 4 shots. He kept insisting on me having another drink because he was paying anyway. I set a solid limit of 2 drinks before I went out and told him this. I paid for my drinks and meal on principle. Made an excuse to get home early. Now he's having a conversation with himself in my DMs. Don't excuse yourself to go to the bathroom and then accidentally think about your ex while in there, have to fight back tears, and then come back to the table after way too long, with puffy red eyes. Whoops. I have a friend that this happened to. He had just finished divorcing his wife of 15 years. He said that sitting in that chair on that date really made it clear that his relationship was over and it finally got to him. Not a rule, but never make the other person carry the conversation. You're both here to make an effort and give each other the respect. If you both want different things, then let it be said after. No need to hurt someone's self-respect for your ego. On our first date, my wife, married for 20 years now, had heard that the way you show interest in someone is to ask questions. Well, unfortunately, she didn't realize there's a difference between asking questions and interrogating a suspect. After 3 hours, she knew everything about me and I knew absolutely nothing about her. If she had grabbed me by the collar and screamed, "Where are the rebel bases?" it wouldn't have been surprising. Just to get into detail, the way it's supposed to work is something like: think of the acronym FORD: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Ask about those things. So is your family from around here? What do you like to do for fun? Etc. Eventually you bump into something you can relate to or otherwise works as a prompt for further discussion, even if it's just to ask more questions about it. Oh, your family is from California? How'd you end up here? Or, I tried doing yoga once, you're not going to believe what happened. Be there with honest intentions and nothing else. No wallet, no phone, no clothes, only honest intentions. Now I know why I never get dates. Don't go to the movies or a fancy dinner on your first date if you don't already know this person. The movies is a place where you sit in silence for 2 hours staring straight ahead. That does not give you any opportunity to get to know the other person. A sit-down dinner can be perfectly fine, but if you know within the first 10 minutes that you have no desire to spend any more time in this person's presence, you're stuck through the rest of the meal. First dates should always be intentionally short with an option to extend. Coffee, froyo, drinks, things that can turn into an hour of talking or, "Would you like to grab a bite to eat?" Don't be on your phone the whole time. And don't talk about your ex. Can I talk about my ex's phone? On my first date with my boyfriend in 2022, we went to a restaurant that had QR code menus, aka you pull it up on your phone. So I sit down, scan the thing, and am scrolling through the menu on my phone while still chit-chatting with him. After a few minutes he goes, "What are you looking at your phone?" in a kind of bothered tone, and I'm like, "The menu," and show him my screen. He had never been to a restaurant with a QR code menu before, so he thought I was being a bitch and just playing on my phone. I still feel so bad about it. Don't unload on your date about your trauma. Gotta keep that shit under wraps until at least date 5. Do be yourself, unless your whole personality teeters on your traumatic history. In that case, self-deprecating humor will suffice until you can successfully abandon all hope and sit in your car for an hour to cry afterward. Also, reveal that you collect Lego. Everybody likes Lego. But also, don't reveal that you're actually obsessed with Lego. That shit bankrupts people. Bring an egg uncooked in your pocket. Casually let it fall out at the end of the date. This establishes you as a breadwinner. Who else has the money to just carry eggs around in their pockets? When your date, inevitably, wants to know more about the egg, just shrug it off. You're not here to brag, your egg does that for you. Also, if the date doesn't go well, you can offer them the egg in these trying times. Don't be shitty to waiters, service staff. That's not exclusive to dating. And certainly not exclusive to the first date. No. If you are a person that is shitty to service staff, please don't mask that on your first date. Let the other person see that you're not worth it. Saves us all a bunch of headache in the long run. Particularly if you are a guy, don't talk at your date the whole time. That kills so many women's interest. Err on the side of letting them talk about themselves more, but you absolutely have to add to the conversation and make it lively. There is a study, not pertaining to dates but might be in effect during dates, that I think is interesting. In university college classes, men will speak more, something like 75% of in-class discussion, and they will feel as if both men and women had equal input. However, when it was actually equal 50-50, they would see it as women domineering the class discussion. Men tend to speak more in group discussions, such as in a classroom in general, even when there is a majority of women. This perception might affect dating as well. A lot of, "Don't talk about your ex," and "Don't be on your phone" responses. I didn't do either of those things. I spent my entire first date looking her straight in the eyes, talking about that time I killed a guy, and somehow I still didn't get a second date. I once went on a first blind date set up by a mutual friend. I shit you not, our girl ended up on her phone in a full-blown cussing fight with her ex in my car while I was driving. Awkward doesn't even begin to describe the feelings I had. She had the nerve to ask me out again so she could have a redo. I noped the fuck out of there and ghosted her. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say, no fighting with anyone on first dates. LOL. It's okay for the girl to make the first move. Instructions unclear, she made a move to the exit. Don't blast a massive fart. Just let that out silently and deny it. Amateur. Accuse your date and try to get the waitstaff on your side. Don't ask to go shopping for wedding dresses. This actually happened to me on a first date. She also told me about her childhood abuse. Hilariously though, the best first date I ever went on was us going to open houses, saying we were a newly married couple and looking for our first home. Sometimes we did stuff like argue how many bedrooms we needed for how many kids we were gonna have in the future. Clip your nails if you are male. Also wash your junk. Don't go expecting to need having washed it, but it's still good to be prepared. Who doesn't wash their junk every shower regardless? Don't treat it like a job interview. You can absolutely talk about exes, but make sure the information you're giving is beneficial for both of you. Don't vent. I spoke about my ex and she spoke about hers. We were both divorced after 15-year marriages. We have been together for 7 years now. What you say about your ex is the key. Usually when asked a question, I'd answer it, and then hit her with a, "What about you?" to ensure that I wasn't dominating the convo. Let the other person speak. Whoever asked the other out should be willing to pay in full, but splitting the bill should still be offered from the one who was asked out. Yes, this can often mean men end up paying more than women, but if someone, regardless of gender, is not willing to pay or unable to pay, they should make it fully clear before the date, and another arrangement can be made that suits the both of them. Otherwise, I think this should be expected. Don't come with a friend. A guy did this to me last year. We are in our 30s. He tried to pretend he didn't know his friend was going to be there, but I literally saw them talking in the car park when I got there. There was no second date. Just please don't be late. And the other one is, if your online dating app profile says you're XCMS tall, please be that tall. It's really annoying when a so-called 190 cms tall guy suddenly somehow as tall as me. I'm 175. For me, I'd still date someone as tall as me. It is just odd to start off with a lie on the first sight. Same applies to weight, trust me. Don't be a woman with a picture of you 5 years ago when you actually exerted any effort and turn up looking like you've had shares in Dunkin' Donuts since lockdown. What's an unspoken rule on a first date? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.